Hello, I'm back. I know it's been about, what, 2+ years? In the background's a piece that I made. I'll explain later. But yeah, we're back. The next series that we're doing is Realm Forge. I'm gonna say this is my forever world. I will continue in the previous worlds I've had, except my hard drive maxed out and I had to upgrade it, and transfer files did not work. So, I lost several hours of progress in several different worlds. So yeah, I have a new world. I plan on actually backing this one up to a thumb drive so I can get it at some point if it does do that again. The piece behind me is a piece that I made. It was actually meant to be for a world that I was going to start doing hardcore series. Yeah, that was on the world. That was on the hard drive that got maxed out and didn't transfer. So technically, the banner for the channel is now out of date because we're no longer in that hardcore world. We're now doing a normal world because if I lost my world to something that was completely out of my hands, again, I kind of go crazy. So we're not gonna do hardcore. We're instead doing Realm Forge. That's the name of it. The world is gonna have a lot of lore. It's gonna be a bunch of different things. It's a massive world that I plan on building. It's gonna be fun to do because there's aspects that are crazy. I already have the first two videos recorded. They will be uploaded in, I want to say, about a week apart. The first one will probably be a few days after this video goes up. There will not be a set schedule. So that means there won't be a video every week. There won't be a video every month. I don't know when uploads are going to be. It's kind of as I go because school at this point is still kicking my butt. So there's that. But to make up for it, we are also going to be live streaming. Mainly because the idea of editing kills my entire intention to want to record. I hate editing. I despise it with all my heart. But we have two videos that are edited coming up. Fair warning, they're each about an hour long, and I won't be live streaming in that world until both videos are out. So any live streams before that will be in another series that I'm going to do. That will only be for live streams. There will be no edited content. Realm Forge will still probably have a few edited videos here and there. For anyone wondering how long it took me to record 2 episodes of Realm Forge, it's been over a year. So do with that you will. It takes me over 6 months to do a single video. Granted, they were massive videos, and you will see what they are when they do get out. And then the new logo / signature on the art piece. That is Excalibur, my legendary blade that I have. I think I named that in the second episode. It's a slightly different art style than I did for the piece. It doesn't have the black line art. The logo is actually done after this piece, but there's no video for it because the file got corrupted, which is about how my luck goes with these things. So, we are missing the file for that. So no video for that one because the program I used to do art lost the file. Love that. We at least still have this piece. I'm not gonna be on our art channel when I do create stuff and I do actually keep the file because the thing doesn't glitch out and get corrupted. We will upload them. I do have a few. I have a lot more art pieces I do plan on doing. How long does it take me to do a piece? About 6 months. And that's not a joke. Actually, more than 6 months, considering Excalibur was started before December, and it's now June. Yeah. They take a while, so don't expect any of those videos either. I guess I can explain the chaos going on. Okay, I don't know how well this is going to be timed with the actual video because I'm not watching the actual video while doing said time-lapse, so it might be very unconnected. So to start with, we have me doing my tracing. I'm a tracer. First time, not my first time ever doing digital art, but I am not skilled enough to be able to actually create shapes from it, so the tracing I did were actual images. Most of it was actually me posing with items to do said thing. I think I've traced very few items that weren't mine. Yeah, there was very few that I traced that weren't mine, so not the worst. I know tracing's looked down upon, but I'm still learning how to draw on a tablet. Actually, to put this even more perspective, this was done on a phone. an iPhone. So, yell at me if you want, but a tiny screen is not the place to be doing digital art. Will that change? Yes and no. I now have 2 projects going at a time, one on my phone, one on my drawing tablet, that I bought halfway to going through doing Excalibur. So, Excalibur is also done partially on my phone. We then start coloring it in. I have to use blotches in the background of the drawing to keep the white suit actually separated so I can see what I'm coloring. That was fun. It's not bad, it's just create a background color that I can detect. White suit. This is actually a character that we will meet at some point in the world. I think we're gonna get started in his storyline soon. Realm Forge is a lot of stories combined, is what it is. A lot of stories I created. Doing the water was fun. I actually had fun with the ocean. I created the multi-layered and then just blended it together, and then the ocean waves. I kind of just started scratching my finger against the screen because I didn't have a drawing tablet at the time. So that was fun to discover how to do. I went with my usual purple mountains. I don't actually think the thing is Realm Forge is going to be a combination, so that still kind of works. This is actually the yellow and purple mountains is from another series, not from the series the character is from. So, yeah. And then the clouds, I took several attempts to try and do, found a style that worked, and it actually looks pretty good in my opinion. And the weird scribbles in the background are me trying to come up with a signature. None of them I liked, so I then went with logalized signature, and that's where Excalibur comes in, which is only in the thumbnail, and then also is now my profile picture. But yeah, there's actually might be one more piece to this, but I didn't do it because at that point my hard drive was no longer existing, and I was like, okay. Was meant to have a floating planet up in the empty space. That's gonna be the starbase in the hardcore world. Started building it, and then my hard drive did the thing it did, and I'm just like, okay. So I didn't draw it because it was been a useless thing. It might change in the future. I've got no plans to redraw it anytime soon, though. So that's that.